Alright, so we are going to be doing some geometry today, and this question is from the IMO shortlist of 2010. It's problem G1, and up till now I've mostly avoided geometry. The reason being that first of all the diagrams get kind of messy, so that's kind of a bummer. And also I'm reading the Evan Chen's book on Euclidean geometry, and currently it's mostly angle chasing, and watching someone else do angle chasing is not really anything that's that much fun. But I thought, fuck it, why not? Let's just give it a shot. So it's this certain problem says that let ABC be an acute triangle with DEF being the feet of the altitude lying on BC, CA, AB. So they're mostly just creating an orthic triangle such that like this, you know. And then they're saying one of the intersection points of the line EF and the circle P. So it strikes at the circle. The lines BP and DF meet at the point Q, and we need to prove that AP is equal to AQ. So here's the diagram, and of course is straight up copied from Evan Chen's book. We need to show that this certain length is equal to this certain length, which of course they're indirectly asking us to prove that this angle is equal to this angle. So on the right, what I will do is, on the right I will write our tools, and on the left I'll actually do the working, or show the actual procedure. The very first thing to notice is I previously mentioned that this whole thing, not sure this highlighter is not that visible, but this whole triangle is an orthic triangle. So in an orthic triangle, let me erase all of this, there are a lot of neat cyclic triangles, cyclic quadrilaterals that show up. And just to get started with this, cyclic quadrilaterals are simply quadrilaterals all of whose points lie on the circumference of the circle. So, and if this is true, that a certain quadrilateral is a cyclic quadrilateral, then there are certain properties which hold true. So for example, if ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral, then this angle ABD and this angle ACD are equal, and also the angle ABC plus the angle ADC is 180. So that's what we can start with. Now over here, what would be of interest to us is the fact that this, let me choose this, that this certain quadrilateral, that is AFDC, is in itself a cyclic quadrilateral. So in the tools right here I will write that AFDC is cyclic simply because AFC is equal to ADC, which is actually 90 degrees. So this is one of the tools that we will use. This is less of a proof and more of this is less of a tool and more of a strategy. But what I'm seeing here currently is that this certain quadrilateral, that is this thing AP2 AQ2 P2F, seems like a cyclic quadrilateral in itself. And also if I look over here, AP2 Q2, that is AP1 Q1 F, also looks like a quadrilateral. In other words, it might be true that APQF is in itself a quadrilateral, and I don't have the proof for this that we will try to work out, but this is potentially something that we can use, because we can see that these points Q2 P2 are kind of isolated, and we need to make use of this inner orthic triangle. So this is another tool. And lastly, our last tool is directed angles. And the reason why directed angles would be of use is because here we can see that there are two cases. One of them is Q2 P2 and the other one is P1 Q1. And of course, if you want to, you can prove these two cases separately, but to do it in a more neater way, we can generalize these two using directed angles. And directed angles are basically like a mod 180 of the angle. So for example, theta is the same as 180 minus theta for directed angles. So now for the strategy, what I will do is I will first focus on only one case. Let's say I focus on Q2 P2, and the first thing that I will try to induce is that A Q2 P2 F is a cyclic quadrilateral. In other words, I kind of need to show that if this is some angle theta, then this is also some angle theta. Now let's start some angle chasing. If this is some angle theta, then it must be true that this is some angle 180 minus theta. So let me keep track over here. I'm saying that A P2 Q2 is 180 minus A, or let me use direct angles here actually. A P2 Q2 is equal to direct angle A P2B. Now, since AP2BC is a cyclic quadrilateral by definition, so this angle 180 minus theta and this angle that I've made over here must add up to 180. In other words, this is also theta. So this is equal to the directed angle BCA, which is of course the same as the directed angle DCA. Now here upon the tools we saw that AFDC is a cyclic quadrilateral. So if AFDC is a cyclic quadrilateral, then DCA is the same as, DCA plus DFA should add up to 180. So basically, if this is theta, then I'm saying that this is 180 minus theta. Now we're pretty much done, because if this is 180 minus theta, and of course a straight line is 180 degrees, then this is theta. In other words, so let me keep a track over here. This is the same as the directed angle A, or let me write it as Q2FA. So we have now proved, so all of this basically implies that AQ2P2F is a cyclic quadrilateral. Right, so now we have this this tool on our hand, and we need to arrive at the conclusion that P2 Q2A, the angle P2 Q2A is the same as the angle Q2 P2A. And so what I will do is I will again try to make use of the fact that there are a lot of cyclic quadrilaterals here. So up in the tools, I can now see that the cyclic quadrilaterals BC, EF will also be of use. And of course, this is true because BEC is the same as BFC, which is 90 degrees. So let's try to use this one. So if this is theta, and we concluded that this whole thing is a cyclic quadrilateral, then it must be true that this angle, which is EFB, must also be 180 minus theta, because they must add up to a theta if they are cyclic quadrilateral. So in other words, here we can say that angle BFE is equal to BCE. Well, it's 180 minus BCE, but I'm talking about directed angle, so it's the same thing. And then BFE itself is equal to, so BFE is 180 minus theta. In other words, this must be theta. So EFA, direct angle EFA, which means, so we have proved that this, so let me use the purple color. We have proved now that this is theta. In other words, this is 180 minus theta, but we previously proved that this whole thing is a cyclic quadrilateral. So if this is 180 minus theta, then this has to be theta, and that is in fact what we had to prove, that these two angles are equal. So let me keep a track of it here, that this is equal to BFA, sorry, no, not BFA, this is equal to EFA, that is this angle theta, which is equal to AFP2, and which must be equal to, let me write it a bit cleaner, which must be equal to AQ2P2, simply because they are cyclic quadrilateral. So just to give a recap, because I was sort of keeping a track over here, so just to give a bit of a recap, what the whole story here was that we started out with this angle theta. We started out with this angle theta. We said, okay, this is 180 minus theta. Then we said that since this whole thing is a cyclic quadrilateral, this must be theta. And then since CDFA is also cyclic quadrilateral, this must be 180 minus theta. In other words, this must be theta. So we proved that Q2P2A is the same as Q2FA. So we now proved that Q2P2F is a cyclic quadrilateral. Right? So now we would try to use this to prove that this is 180 minus theta, because that would imply that this is theta, and which is what we want. So we again look at this angle theta over here, and we say that now we make use of this cyclic quadrilateral, which is BFEC, and we say, okay, so this also must be 180 minus theta. In other words, this must also be 180 minus theta, which implies in fact that this is theta, and we are done. So this is the actual proof of the case when we look at Q2, P2. And of course, you can do the same for P1, Q1, but let me go ahead and give you a general proof which doesn't take into consideration whether it's P1 or Q1. It just says P and Q. So here's the actual solid proof of it. That is, we start with the angle QPA, the directed angle QPA. We know that this would be equal to the directed angle BPA simply because they're in a straight line, so they add up to a 180. Let me show the diagram here so that you can actually see that. This angle BPA must equal this angle BCA. Well, actually 180 minus this angle BCA, but again, directed angle, so it doesn't matter. We arrive at BCA, then we can say that this is equal to the directed angle DCA, which according to the fact that CDFA is a cyclic quadrilateral, we can say that this is the same as DFA, which then we can finally conclude that this is the same as QFA. So at this point we have reached the conclusion, so that all of this implies that AFPQ is cyclic. Therefore, if we start with AQP, that is this angle, it must be direct angle AQP must be equal to direct angle AFP because they are cyclic. This must be equal to the direct angle AFE because they lie on a straight line, which is the same as angle EFB because same line, which is because of cyclic quadrilateral is equal to BCE, which is of course angle DC. Let me write it here, DCE. In other words, what we have actually proven that AQP is the same as DCE, and QPA is the same as, where did it go? Is the same as DCA, and DCA is of course equal to DCE simply because they lie on the same straight line. This is this angle theta. This angle theta, you know, DCE, DCA, same thing. So that was the whole proof of it. Hope you liked it and whatever. QED. See you in the next video.